and I'm acting like a knob.
I have woke up to a bit of news off Facebook this morning.
With the banning of campervans on Scarbourgh seafront, one of the hotspots for van life, I find myself asking the question, is the dream of van life actually a reality anymore in the UK? Well, that's what we're going to find out in this video by going to one of the busiest spots in the whole of the UK. Now, I don't actually rate this place that we're going to, solely because for me to get here from where I base myself, it's around about an hour and a half. Within that hour and a half, I can get to so many more better places than where we're going to. But I guess I've not actually given it its fair due, so it's going to be interesting to see how it actually pairs out. With only 20 minutes left to get there, we find ourselves passing Manchester Airport and then passing through the Winnets Pass. Now, there is two spots along this area where you can park. Number one is the Mam Tor Old Road, and I think the other one's called Mam Tor Old Road. One's at the top of the hill, one's at the bottom of the hill. It's basically a road that got eroded away in the middle. So you can park at the top, you can park at the bottom. We're going to park at the bottom solely because at the top, I've stayed there before and it's very, very unlevel. So we'll see what the bottom's like. At the minute, it's looking really, really empty down here. I was expecting more because it's the final week of the kids' school holidays. And again, that dude there's got a full barbecue and set up outside his van. Oh, there's a few more up here. There's a few more on the left. There's a full-on caravan just there on the right. There's one further up there underneath the tree too. We're going to find a spot to spin around so that we can get on the right-hand side, just to make tomorrow's exit a lot easier for me. I hope there's a spot down here that I could turn around on anyway. There seems to be a lot of other vans that have turned around, so it should be okay. There's one. Oh, this road is so bumpy. Jesus Christ. I should be able to spin it around just here actually. It's a little bit wider and there's more vans parked further down there too. There's a horse box there that's been converted. Now this road used to continue straight on and then round up to the top. Obviously it doesn't now, but it used to. There's actually quite a lot that you can do here. You can go up Mam Tor. I mean, that's basically just a big hill further down the road. If you want to know if that's good enough for kids, there's me and my lad up on top of Mam Tor. It's actually worth it if you get the time. Go up and have a little go. It's a little bit late for me to go for a plod up there. Parked right down the end because there's some caves and stuff up there that I've never explored, so I want to go up and have a little look at that. Let's go and have a look. But first, I want to check on a repair that I had to do yesterday.
I had to mess around with my diesel heater fuel pump yesterday because it basically stopped working. So I put a new one on. It only cost me £8, and it looks like it's still actually stuck up there perfectly well.
And that big hill all the way up there, that's Mam Tor. That's the big hill you can go up. There you go, the Oddin mine. It's quite cool. There you go, let's go and have a little look. Here's one big thing there. Danger, rockfall. So let's go up. A couple have just said it's a little bit slippy, and do you know what? I can see what they mean by that, but ooh, spooky. I'm surprised this hasn't been closed off to the public access. I wonder how far you can actually go. It is a bit wet under here. You should see the ceiling under here. It's quite cool, to be fair. Did my arse look good while I was pointing at you? Whew. Wonder how far it actually goes. I'm too much of a chicken to find out. Who else can say they're flossed inside a cave though? Yes, my son taught me this. Mid-30s, upper 30s, and I'm acting like a knob. Watch me try and fall down this on my ass. Got damp feet from going inside that cave, so this should be quite fun. But I'm glad it's not raining just yet. It's supposed to rain quite a bit. Whew, I'm too unfit for this. Whew. Hey, saying that though, I have lost a little bit of weight, so drop a like for that, I guess. I know that's petty and plugging, but looks like I've made it down without actually falling over, so I'm sorry, but let's go and have a little look around there. It looks quite spooky. It looks like there's a big cave right at the back. Don't think I'm going to get there because, again, it's very muddy and I'm not wearing my boots. Ooh, check that out for some smooth camera actions while I'm clambering over a rock. Oh God, this is a bit wet actually. I'm dead curious to see what's over this little rock mounting area. And I haven't fell over. Whoops, there we go. Oh, there's a squirrel. I just saw a squirrel. That's quite cool. You can definitely see that this is a favourite spot for campervan. With Mam Tor being up there, being a nice hike, and you can hike all around the Edale Circular from there. Here you've got all the caves. Just down the Winnets Pass into Castleton, you've got all like the pubs, the bars, the restaurants. Going down another hill, and it's free, which makes it even better. Let's go up and move the van up to a suitable location before all the spots get taken, and get some food on the go.
I had a lovely chat with the gentleman that was behind me just then in the bus. He's hit up here for 3 to 4 days a week, and he just loves it. He just chills out, doesn't do much. He's got some health issues, so being out here in nature with the fresh air is just so much better for him. He said he's dealing with the health issues. Sorry, Van, but I'll put my seatbelt on for you. There we go. Now you can shut up at me, can't you? But yeah, he's getting better, so we'll be able to do all the hiking and stuff with the dog again soon. If you're watching, I wish you a speedy recovery, my friend. It was nice to meet you. The idea for this little move is solely because, I want to go down where it's a bit sort of quieter and a bit flatter and closer to the actual village, because it's meant to chuck it down in a bit. And yeah, I don't really want to be walking back from the town while it's absolutely chucking it down.
Literally is just free roadside parking, and you could fit easily at a push 100 vans there or thereabouts. You've got some cracking views just there going up Winnets Pass. You've got the Edale, I think it's the Edale Circular, all the way around there, the skyline. You've got Castleton Village just on there. It's actually not a bad place. You can park further and further up the top of this road to be able to get away from the actual road noise. But I'll be a little bit honest with you here. The reason I'm parked fairly close to the road is, one, it's an easy get out in the morning, so I can just shoot off because I've got an early start tomorrow. Number two, if I do have one too many drinks down in Castleton later, it's an easy walk back. It's actually quite a nice little spot, and check this out. There is literally no rubbish at all. Is that because people keep it clean, or is that because the local council come up and keep it clean? We don't know. It's our first night here. But either way, I am absolutely Hank Marvin, and I don't really know what I've got in, because I'll be honest with you, where I'm going tomorrow is when I'm going to do my shopping, and all I've really got is 4 chicken steaks. So you know me, chicken wraps. That means go down here and get the air fryer out, drop that up there and plug it in just down there. Go down here, turn the inverter on, come down here, turn the plug on, the air fryer lights up. Yes, right. Couple of chicken breasts, because I'm just basically going to chop them up and whack them. I am starving, so I'm having a couple. I'm fat for a reason. All I've got to do is boof and then pick which one I want, air fry, and go. Whoosh, that's starting away. Look at this. If we go down here, you'll see the Renogy shunt. I'm currently using 1.6 kilowatts of electricity. That's insane. What is the sell-by date on this chorizo? Because I've had it for quite some time. January next year. Perfect. It's absolutely insane, the sheer amount of vans that are actually going up this road. But for a free park up, you can't really blame them, can you? And I'm not about to blame all van lifers or weekend camper vanners or anybody in specific for the demise of the banning up on Scarbourgh seafront. It was one of the hot spots, just like this is here. And it was the local council up in Scarborough that actually stopped the camper vanners from parking there. No overnight parking ban, no parking at all. I think that's what they've done up there. And the reason they've said is too much litter is getting left up there. Now, when you do camp, no matter whether it's in a tent, a camper van, a caravan, and you're off grid, there is one strict rule that we all need to adhere to, and it's leave no trace. You have to leave that spot better than when you first initially parked up there. According to the local councils up in Scarborough, that just wasn't happening. Is this spot going to be next on that list of everything that gets cut? But was it something deeper than that? Are they going to sell the land and build property on there to be able to fund other things? What's going to happen? Nobody knows. There's loads of conspiracy theories going around. By no means was Scarborough the first place to get axed. I mean, you look at all the beauty spots now that have got no overnight camping, no overnight sleeping in vehicles, no overnight occupying of vehicles. Is van life becoming impossible in the UK? Only time will tell. The only thing we can do is find alternative places and alternative methods of finding park-ups. Now, yes, the majority of the beauty spots are gone now. They're all gone in the UK. You can't do anything apart from one or two, just like this. Start with the wrap. Add a little sprinkling of cheese. Drop a couple of little bits of chorizo, which still feel good. So I'm going to go with 3. We'll go 1. Make it look nice. Do you know what I mean? It's on camera. Why not? I've got the chicken breast, and we just spread that out a little bit, tiny bit more cheese over the top, because you can never ever have too much cheese. Then we've got some beautiful barbecue original sauce, little dollop all the way over it, right down the middle. Time to chill out with a Matt Armstrong vlog while I'm scoffing me awesome food. Just as predicted, the rain has started to fall down in the Peak District today. Let's get the door shut. Now, this is what I don't like about this spot. Normally, if the van's level, I can put the door just there, level with the worktop, just to stop the worktop getting wet. But because this whole road is on a slight slope, kind of shuts itself. All I can hear is a sheep over there absolutely kicking off. But I want to go for a little nosy. It's like 9 o'clock at night. I want to go for a little nosy into Castleton. If I'm noisy, can you hear them? I suppose that's a little bit better than police sirens you get in the cities, isn't it? Let's go for a little tour around Castleton. Oh, I think I could see a pub down there. Good thing really, because it's just started raining a little bit. Oh, you got a cute little river that runs underneath the main road. That was the Bull's Head. Quite nice actually. Oh, hard man. Definitely overcompensating for having something small. So proper mind games this is. You've got a bird over there chirping away. You've got a dog back there barking. You've got sheep in the distance barring. And you've got all these cars driving past. It's just a weird sensation considering it's pitch black outside. Keep hearing like people behind me. It's quite spooky. As if it's literally only, what, 9:30 at night and it's already pitch black.
Oh, it's definitely just missed the rainstorm out there. Let's get ready for bed.
I've got my Voyage Adventure van blinds for the front window. I love them. They're like completely black out and they just totally black the front of the windows out. Next is just the curtains. Unbolt them, whack them shut. Now, if I need to make a quick escape in the morning, that's just magneted on so I can just get off. That's got a little tie wrap on the sun visor. Just unclip that, boof, I could be away. But here's a little tip for people that don't really do van life, that want to get into van life. It's just something I never thought about when I first started until I started it. If you've got a modern van like I have, this is 2019, you can't just lock the van from the key fob because it activates all the motion sensors inside the van. To disable them, you've got a little button on the actual door which locks it, and then you've got this one just here on the dash which locks that. So that's the front doors, the side doors and the back doors locked without the motion sensors inside being on. I don't know, it just might be useful to somebody one day just about to get into bed. Well, good morning. It's like, I don't know what time it is actually. There you go. It's 5:30 in the morning and that was possibly one of the worst night's sleep I've had in a very long time. Just boy racers flying up and down and cars everywhere, and oh god, every time I just dozed off something would wake me up. But I have woke up to a bit of news off Facebook this morning, which is quite good for the soul, let's just say that. I screenshot it, let's see if I could find it. There we go. So it was on the Dubbed Out Community Facebook page. Definitely give them a follow. And I'm really poor at reading, so bear with me. Great news. Saltburn will not go ahead with the following constitution. Whatever it is. Basically, it goes on to say that Radcar and Cleveland Borough Council consulted the, do you know the ban of seafront at Scarbourgh motorhomes? It's not going to go ahead anymore, apparently. It's a full-on article and everything like that, but it's basically saying they had 81 objections to the change and 44 in support. They received a petition of 1,820 people against the ban, and all these people that were for and against it were all local people, part of the actual council. So it's all like the local businesses and stuff that are gonna fail or are gonna suffer from us not being up there all the time. However, what they are going to do, it says at the bottom, we are going to be introducing a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit on Marine Parade and the adjoining streets, which is a good idea. There we go. I'm happy with that. Everyone spoke. Looks like van life is actually going to be possible from now on. Let's go for a little look outside just to see what's happening, because it is very busy. Oh my god. Oh, look at that. Got the moon out up there. Ooh, that looks quite dramatic, doesn't it, to be fair. Ooh, we've got a bit of the sun coming up just over there. Yeah, it's quite smart, to be fair. But why is it so busy all night here? I know the Winnets Pass is literally just behind me. Just up there on that sort of whatever, but why is it so busy? I didn't expect it to be this busy, but all I'm going to do now, because literally I've had 3 hours sleep, I'm going to sort the van out ready to drive, and I'm just going to move to a different area in the Peak District. It's too busy here for me to actually get any sleep. And now the sun's coming up as well. It's going to make it a little bit trickier. I mean, look, it's a dead-end road, for God's sake. And the cars are literally flying up here. It's getting bad. Right, I'm going to set the van up. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you are new around here, please subscribe.